position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. How does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had.
Oh, he's got some space. Attack. Touchdown, Sooner. Once he got some room, it was over.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Notre Dame's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Quick spin on the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Carr. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Gain of 19 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Madden. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, the ground game. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Right down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Power football with the run. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off the play fake. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Finds his man. It's Stone. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They punt it away on fourth down. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Pocket breaking down. That pass is off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got his man across the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. And when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Madden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set it down, continue to wear on this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Madden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Army. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? And he'll take a deep shot here. And that one incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you see them there taking a shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bettis. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Fires to the wideout. Finds him. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. He's going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 15.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Out of the gun, the inside kick. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iron!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his... to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Caught behind the line. It's carry on. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance. Crack that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Bettis. Turning on the Jets. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open route.
Looking for a gap. It's Madden. Bust through behind his pad. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Under fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Spins away from the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Stone. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Trying to set up the screen. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Stone. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah.
Turning it on. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooner.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. To the ground with the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on film.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, is becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Dropping back, it's Carr. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Minnesota was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Gophers over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Carry-On. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carry-On. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job of getting it.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Holds it in on the left. Off and running. Touchdown, Sooners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Looking for room. It's Madden. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ballgame. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice game.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now.
There he goes. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught close to the marker, it's carry on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switched.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a gun.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Good game on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's carry on. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got him. It's a sack, and what a... This defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in score 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's carry on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They just keep firing. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff.